There's a world you're meant to follow. There's a line you never cross. There's a spark you shouldn't swallow. There's a cost.
They say the night belongs to rules, to quiet steps and careful moves, to never want what you can't keep, to never wake what should stay asleep.
I've seen this dance 1,000 times, all polished smiles and practiced lines.
You shine like something safe and bright, something easy to rewrite. You look at me like I'm the risk you shouldn't take. You shine like rules I want to break. Two worlds collide in borrowed light. One step wrong, one step right. You see danger, I see escape.
You smile like trouble I can take.
Two worlds, one spark, just for a moment. Two hearts playing roles they don't fit. You reach for something you can't control.
I reach for something I can't resist.
You don't lean in, you don't fall fast. You hold the line, you make it last. That's new, that's not how this should go. That's not how this is supposed to flow.
You play it smooth, you play it clean, like nothing ever cuts between.
But I can see the cracks you hide. You're not the only one who lies. You look at me like I'm the risk you shouldn't take.
You smile like trouble I can't break.
Two worlds collide in borrowed light. One step wrong, one step right. You see danger, I see escape.
You shine like rules I wanna break.
Two worlds, one spark,
Just for a moment,
two hearts moving out of script. You reach for something you can't control.
I reach for something I won't resist.
This isn't where I'm meant to be.
This is exactly where you should be.
If I step forward, I don't return.
Then take the step and let it burn.
Two worlds collide
And start to shake.
every rule.
We're about to break.
You see danger, I see release.
You call it wrong, I call it peace.
Two worlds, one spark,
Just for a second,
two lives slipping out of place. You reach for something you can't control.
I reach for you.
Just a spark, just a line, just a moment out of time.
Velvet Ember Divide the Night. Chapter 1. Two Worlds, One Spark. The music never faltered. It flowed, perfect, measured, rehearsed into something effortless, like everything else in the room. Gail stood at the edge of the ballroom, spine straight, hands folded just enough to be proper without appearing stiff. Gold light caught in the threads of her gown, turning her into something polished, presentable, acceptable. "Smile," someone murmured behind her. "I am smiling." "Not like that." She didn't turn. "Then I suppose I'm doing it wrong." A quiet huff of disapproval. Footsteps retreating. Gail let the smile drop the second she was alone again. Across the room, laughter rose. Light, controlled, curated. Wizards in layered silks and jewel-toned robes drifted through the space like they belonged to it. They did. She didn't. "Careful," a voice said near her shoulder. "If you keep looking like that, someone might think you're not enjoying yourself." Gale turned. He was already too close. Pale, silver-haired, dressed in deep crimson that should have clashed with everything in the room and somehow didn't. His posture was relaxed, like the rules didn't apply to him, like he hadn't noticed them at all, or had, and didn't care. Gale's gaze flicked briefly past him. There were others, not like the wizards, no polished smiles, no careful distance. They lingered at the edges, watching, amused, a different kind of hunger in their expressions. She looked back to him. "You're not supposed to be here," she said. His smile sharpened. And yet, there was a pause, not awkward, not quite. Just something. "You're a long way from wherever it is you belong," Gale added. "And you," he said lightly, "look exactly where you're meant to be." Her brow lifted. That wasn't a compliment. No, he agreed. It wasn't. A flicker of something passed between them. Recognition, maybe. Or curiosity. He stepped closer, not enough to draw attention, just enough to shift the air. "I've seen this before," he continued. "The posture, the careful expression, the way you measure every word before you let it out." Gale tilted her head slightly. "And what does that tell you?" "That you're very good at pretending." Her smile returned. This time, it was real. "And you," she said, voice softer now, "are very used to people not noticing when you break the rules." "Oh, I don't hide it," he replied. "That would defeat the point." "Then what is the point?" He leaned in just enough that she could hear him without anyone else needing to. "To see who follows." Gale didn't step back. "You assume I would," she said. "I assume everyone does." "And if I don't?" His eyes flicked over her face, quick, assessing, interested. "Then," he said slowly, "you'd be far more interesting than the rest of them." Across the room, a ripple moved through the gathered wizards. Subtle, but there. Watching. Judging. Behind him, one of the others, one of his, laughed under their breath. "Careful," a voice called from the shadows. "You might find yourself outmatched." He didn't turn. Gale did, just enough to see them clearly this time. They weren't hiding. They didn't need to. "You brought an audience," she said. "They invited themselves." "How unfortunate." "On the contrary," he murmured. "They're enjoying this." "And you?" she asked. His smile returned, smooth, practiced. "Oh, I always enjoy this." Gale studied him for a moment longer. Then, deliberately, she stepped closer. Not enough to be improper. Just enough to be noticed. A shift. A ripple. The room reacted. His expression didn't change, but something in his posture did. Subtle. Almost imperceptible. "You're not supposed to do that," he said quietly. "No," she agreed. "I'm not." She held his gaze. Didn't look away. Didn't soften. "Then why are you?" he asked. Gale's lips curved, just slightly. "Because," she said, "you look like something I'm not supposed to want." For the first time. He hesitated. Only for a second. But it was there. Then he recovered, smooth as ever. "Dangerous," he said lightly. "Predictable," she replied. A flicker of laughter from behind him. A sharp intake of breath from somewhere among the wizards. He reached for her hand. Slowly. Deliberately. Giving her time to pull away. She didn't. He lowered himself, not fully, not theatrically. Just enough to turn the gesture into something unmistakable. His lips brushed the back of her hand. A performance. A provocation. Gasps rippled through the room. Laughter followed. Two worlds reacting at once. Gale looked down at him and smiled. Not shy. Not surprised. Knowing. His gaze lifted to meet hers. And for a moment, just a moment, the performance slipped. Something sharper, something curious. Then it was gone. He rose smoothly, releasing her hand. Careful, he said softly. You don't know what you're inviting. Gale's expression didn't change. I think I do. A beat. You shouldn't, he said. She tilted her head just slightly. And you, she replied, shouldn't assume I'm not choosing it anyway. Silence. Not empty. Charged. Somewhere the music swelled. He watched her for a moment longer than necessary, like he was recalculating something. Like the rules had shifted. Just slightly. And he hadn't decided yet how to respond. Then, slowly, his smile returned. Not quite the same as before. Sharper, quieter. More deliberate. Well, he said, straightening fully now, as though the entire exchange had been nothing more than an elegant diversion. It would be terribly rude not to introduce myself. He inclined his head, just enough to be proper, just enough to be mocking it. Asterion. The name lingered between them. Gale's gaze didn't waver. Of course. A pleasure, he added lightly. She studied him for half a heartbeat longer. Then, finally, Gale. Not formal. Not embellished. Just true. Something in his expression flickered again. Recognition, maybe? Or interest deepening into something more dangerous. Gale, he repeated, softer now, like he was testing how it felt. Across the room, the tension hadn't eased. If anything, it had sharpened. But neither of them looked away. And neither of them understood yet what it would become.